You have to have respect for all life on the planet in order to be a complete whole human being. Every animal and creature lower than us on the evolutionary scale is a total part of all that we are here. Not necessarily like there's bugs in us and rats in us and stuff, but every life on the planet that's lower life than us, we have the most responsibility for everything in the ecosystem on the planet. We're the ones, humans, we're in control of the planet. We're the dominant species. We're the ones who have to be the most responsible. We're intelligent enough to be beyond the most responsible. We're the most intelligent and able to organize safety and health on this whole planet. And so learning from them and what they're about and understanding every animal and insect in the ecosystem is a critical part of our educational process growing up and in life periods. And when we're connected to all the other levels of evolutionary life on this planet, the more healthy and strong and loving our existence as a human being will be, and will take care of the planet better naturally. Without that respect, appreciation, and human personhood, respect of animals, seeing them in the eyes as a person, and noticing they have personalities and different lives and their own families and stuff. We have to recognize them all as equal to the level that they are. It's like everything human, roly-poly, human, cat, human, dog, human, whale, human, fish. However, human, dog, human, cat, human, roly-poly. Do you see what I mean? But it looks like this. See? But when you get down to their level, when you get on all fours or lay on the ground with your cat or your dog, it goes like this. I've slept in the bed with a dog, and it starts to go like this because they're carnivores and we're not. We're omnivores. Carnivores are up here, no matter where we're at. But with all of our modern stuff and smarts, intelligence, education, kitchen knives and guns, then the feline goes here like this. See, it doesn't go like this because biologically in body, felines are more advanced and dangerous than humans, even domestic house cats. You'd be surprised how well they do in a fight with a human. I was a 15-year-old teenage young man in high school, and I was still learning about cats and male cats, and they weren't fixed. And, I didn't win most of those fights. I had to put them in the bathroom. They're very fast and strong and have very sharp claws, the males. And they're very strong and fast and committed to victory, even if it means losing. They know how to escape. So when you understand each animal on the planet, you understand all the ecosystem makeup. What we are is what the world is made out of just by the unified field of peripheral life awareness. And when you are aware that life here is a whole experience and we're a part of it, yes, we are the pinnacle at the top of it, so to speak, but we are not above everything else that's alive. We are just the most capable and educated species on the planet. So it's up to us to do better and better manage our lives here and the environment that we're in, not soil the earth and squander resources and pollute it with fossil fuels and radiation signals and things like that. We have a bigger responsibility. They look at us like, dude, haven't you figured out how to do all that stuff yet? Isn't that what's part of your species? That's what they look at us. You're too smart to be that dumb. That's basically what cats and dogs are like looking at. Like, shouldn't you have that all figured out? Because, all animals figure out what they have to do and not do and how to do well at it just a couple weeks after puberty. Sometimes a couple weeks before. Between a little bit before and a little bit after puberty, they have all their whole species stuff worked out. So they look at us like, they changed something. And eventually they got too much various stuff and they're not handling it well. They don't think there's a problem with our brains either, but it's just they realize humans have so many options, they decided to cheat and exploit vulnerabilities and loopholes in their intelligence. So that's why I talk second-person participle narrative of saying the humans, because it enables me to speak about us as a scientist who's an objective observer. And if you speak like that, when you talk about humans, you'll get a sense of freedom, of understanding where you're not in the mix. Because, like, if you're in a party that's real wild and kind of getting crazy and unhealthy, violent and anger and stuff, and everyone's arguing about fights and dramas and stuff, it's hard to think clearly. It's hard to use your brain clearly, your emotions. Everyone's upset. It's a group panic, mob mentality. But if you step back and you go outside the gate of the backyard where the party's happening, and then you listen with the thing and look with the binoculars, and then have someone doing the same thing. Oh, Sally and Jesse and Jose and Juan and Carlita, they're arguing about this and that, and you break it down, then it's easier to understand what the whole tension in the party is about. Just like a scientist, like an observer, and then you understand the whole thing in perspective, and then you can even figure out how to stop it from being a problem and go solve the individual relationship issues, break it all down, and it's solved. It's called being a diplomat. So when you learn how to diplomatically understand and appreciate the whole ecosystem of life on this world, you will become a whole, complete human being, meaning you are the Eve and the atom of the world. You have understood how to know what everything is, how everyone on the planets, including animals, insects, and bugs, work, what their lives are like, what they need to be happy and healthy, and what their environments need to stay. And then you naturally, by knowing what their natural healthy environments are, will not be inclined to tolerate unhealthy environmental conditions caused by you and our other humans. We won't tolerate it. That's why I'm like this. It's just nature. I just, we're animals of nature. We're not clone box Barbie dolls that came out of a rubber metal factory called or guns, oil, fossil fuel, wireless ray gun, or we're not robots. We're not more drones from Star Trek. We're animals, and animals like life, and they like green food and red meat and clean water and healthy place to live with no bugs.